This is Kishore Kumar present here to give my video lecture on modern physics. As the chances of questions being asked from this chapter are very high, as this is one of the important chapters in the engineering physics, and there are no such things to be avoided in this chapter because this chapter has a lots of depth in it to study and it has lots of calculations rather than studying the theory part, as many questions being asked from modern physics chapter can be solved by writing the required formula asked in the question and substituting the given values from the question. Now, let us start our video lecture on modern physics, but I will be discussing only about the introduction of the chapter and we will be understanding about the evolution or history of modern physics, how photon has been formed, what is a photon, is it a wave nature or a particle nature. After that, we will be solving one or two numerical problems. Now, let us move into the introduction to modern physics. What is modern physics? Modern physics means physics based on the two major breakthroughs of the 20th century, relativity and quantum mechanics. Physics based on what was known before then, Newton's laws, Maxwell's equations, thermodynamics, is called classical physics. The course traces in some detail just how the new ideas developed. We examine the experimental and theoretical paradoxes that force thinking out of the traditional path. This is a valuable exercise. The classical ideas are in much better accord with the common sense, defined by Einstein as a layer of prejudices in place by age 18. So, seeing how the new physics came about is helpful in overcoming that common sense and getting a better understanding of nature. But this is not just a course on concepts. The lectures and homework are sufficient to give the student a basic technical grasp of special relativity and of Schrodinger's quantum mechanics, quantum theory of light. By the end of the 19th century, over the nature of light as a wave or a collection of particles seemed over. James Clerk Maxwell's in synthesis of electric, magnetic, and optical phenomena and the discovery by Heinrich Hertz of electromagnetic waves were theoretical and experimental triumphs of the first order. Along with Newtonian mechanics and thermodynamics, Maxwell's electromagnetism took its place as a foundational element of physics. However, just when everything seemed to be settled, a period of revolutionary change was ushered in at the beginning of the 20th century. A few new interpretations of the emission of light by heather objects and new experimental methods that opened the atomic world for study led to a radical departure from the classical theories of Newton and Maxwell. Quantum mechanics was born. Once again, the question of nature of light was reopened. Principal historical developments: blackbody radiation. In 1900, the German physicist Max Planck succeeded in calculating a blackbody spectrum that matched experimental results by proposing that the elementary oscillators at the surface of any object, the detailed structure of the oscillators was not relevant, could emit and absorb electromagnetic radiation only in discrete packets, with the energy of a packet being directly proportional to the frequency of the radiation, E equal to hf. The constant of proportionality h, which Planck determined by comparing the theoretical results with the existing experimental data, is now called Planck's constant and has an approximate value of 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules per second. Now we will moving to the next part of our video that I will be discussing about photons. Photon, also called light quantum, minute energy packet of electromagnetic radiation. The concept originated on the year 1905 in Albert Einstein's explanation of the photoelectric effect, in which he proposed the existence of discrete energy packets during the transmission of light. Earlier, in 1900s, the German physicist Max Planck had prepared the way for the concept of explaining that the heat radiation is emitted and absorbed in distinct units or quanta. The concept came into general use after the US physicist Arthur H. Compton demonstrated on the year 1923 the corpuscular nature of X-rays. The term photon from Greek photos is also known as light, however, was not used until 1926. The energy of a photon depends on radiation frequency. There are photons of all energies from high energy gamma and X-rays through visible light to low energy infrared and radio waves. All photons travel at the speed of light. Considered among the subatomic particles, photons are bosons having no electric charge or rest mass and 1 unit of spin. They are field particles that are thought to be the carriers of the electromagnetic field. Nature of photons. Physical properties. A photon is massless, has no electric charge, and is a stable particle in a vacuum. A photon has two possible polarization states. The photon is the gauge boson for electromagnetism, and therefore all other quantum numbers of the photon, such as lepton number, baryon number, and Flavor quantum numbers, are zero. Also, the photons does not obey the Pauli's exclusion principle, but instead of that, it obeys the Bose-Einstein statistics. Photons are emitted in many natural processes. For example, when a charge is accelerated, it emits synchrotron radiation. During a molecular, atomic, or nuclear transition to a lower energy level, photons of various energy will be emitted, ranging from radio waves to gamma rays. Photons can be also emitted when a particle and its corresponding antiparticle are annihilated. For example, electron positron annihilation. The relativistic energy and momentum. In the empty space, the photon moves at the speed of light, or it can be denoted by even by the letter of c, and its energy and momentum are related by E is equal to vector product of momentum and the speed of light, where p is the magnitude of the momentum vector. This derives from the following relativistic relation with m equals to 0. E square is equal to p square into c square plus m square into c power 4. The energy and momentum of a particle depends only on its frequency or inversely on its wavelength lambda. E equals to h into omega is equal to hv equal to hc by lambda, and p is equal to h comma k, where k is the wave vector, where the wave number k is equal to modulus of k is equal to 2 pi by lambda, and omega is equal to 2 pi v is the angular frequency, and h bar is equal to h by 2 pi is the reduced Planck's constant. Since p points in the direction of the photon's propagation, the magnitude of the momentum is p equal to hk is equal to hv by c or h by lambda. The photon also carries a quantity called spin angular momentum that doesn't depend on its frequency because photons always move at the speed of light. The spin is best expressed in terms of the component measured along its direction of motion. Its velocity, its helicity, which must be either plus h bar or minus h bar. These two possible helicities called right-handed and left-handed correspond to the possible circular polarization states of the photon. Now we move to the last part of our video lecture by discussing about the numerical problems relating to this topic. The given question below is a photon of light with which wavelength of 6000 angstroms has an energy of capital E. Calculate the wavelength of photon of a light which corresponds to an energy equals to 2E. Now procedure to solve the question is, now we should write the given terms in a sequential order and solve the problem. As we learned in a previous slide that the energy of quantum radiation is defined as E is equal to hv, where h is the Planck's constant and v is the frequency, and speed of electromagnetic radiation is defined as c equals to v lambda. And by by using those conditions, h into x equals to 12420 electrovolts per Armstrong. Then E is equal lambda hc equals to 6000 is equal to 2.07 electrovolts. Thus, the wavelength of light we have energy 2E equals to 4.14 electrovolts, and on by solving with those conditions, we finally get the answer as lambda equals to 3000 angstroms.